Shalom, guys. This is Chris once again. I wanted to say, and I know I'm probably overloading you as far as with the videos today, but it's been a while and I haven't made a couple. So, something that I wanted to say is I'm fortunate enough that I should say blessed enough, I work in a place where I can pretty much study the Bible on the job. So, it's allowed me to take my Bible study from, like I'd say, here probably to here, and I'm wanting to get to here before it's over with. So I got Torah, and when I say Torah, I mean I got just the 613 laws. I've had them for a while, but I keep them in like just a binder, so that way I've got some other studies in here as well. Um, the place that I work at it is really flexible. I mean, as long as you don't go preaching hellfire and brimstone, you're good there. So I get the ability to read every day and a lot at certain times, and I've been going through and just reading the laws. I mean, just the different laws, which it's got it in sections. Of God, the law, signs, symbols, prayers and blessings, love and brotherhood, marriage, divorce, treatment of Gentiles, poor and unfortunate, forbidden sexual relations, times and season, molding, dietary laws, business practices, employees, servants, and slaves, vows, oaths, and swearing, sabbatical and jubilee years, court and judicial procedures, injuries and damages, criminal laws, properties, punishment and restitution, prophecy, agriculture and husbandry, clothing, firstborn, high priests and Levites, tithes, taxes, and teruma, Hebrew offerings, temple, sanctuary, and sacred objects, sacrifices and offerings. That's the biggest part of it. Ritual purity, impurity, lepers, king, wars, Nazarites, and that's it. So, when I first got this, I was terrified because I thought, man, there is no way that I can keep these 613 laws. I'm gonna die. Um, but the more that I started kind of hashing through these, I was like, well, not in war, so that situation doesn't apply to me. And the ones that kind of do apply, it's got to be taken in context. Um, I'm not a king, can't do that. Don't have leprosy, not a woman, can't do the sacrifices. Um, just started kind of going through them and realized that the majority of these I can't keep anyway because one, there's not a temple. I'm not a farmer. I'm not a king. It explains as far as what each section applies to the person, and I find it comforting because the laws that I can do, I think they're beautiful and I love them, and it just amazes me that God has given His law to us as far as to keep us safe, to understand Him, because something that I've tried to educate my kids with is that if as a parent, I give you rules and restrictions of what you can do and what you can't do. These rules and restrictions are because I love you and I don't want to see you hurt and I don't want to see you do anything that's going to cause you to get hurt. And it's the same way what God's done with us is given us His law, His rules, because He loves us and wants to see us prosper. And the rules that I give with my kids as well, I say, okay, these rules apply to you, and this is how you're supposed to interact with your brothers and your sisters. And it's the same way with us as far as the law with dealing with our fellow brother and sister. But some of the things that I've kind of went through here and studied, some of them I think are pretty basic. You know, in that time, one of them is that if you see your neighbor's animal, they're wandering around, take him back to them, help the poor, help your brother, um, love strangers, um, um, eat right. I mean, it's just a handbook and a guidebook to life that I think we've overlooked. If we can get back into Torah and get into God's laws, I think we would understand the New Testament a whole lot better instead of saying, well, all that doesn't apply to us. I don't have to do that anymore. That's kind of like if you have someone that you really, really love, I mean, with all your heart, a parent, a spouse, whoever, and they send you a letter, and then you take the letter in sections, and the first half of the letter, or over half, just throw it away, burn it, get rid of it, so that doesn't apply to me. But that letter in its entirety was written to you. But we've been taught, no, it doesn't apply to you. So, kind of going back to it, whenever you go through and you go through the laws, don't get overwhelmed and thinking, oh, I have to learn all these in one day. It's a lot. The book is a lot. The Bible is a lot. These laws are a lot. And for someone new coming into Torah, it's kind of daunting. It's thinking that my thought is that, okay, I'm eating an elephant and I have to do it all in one bite. There's no way you can do it. You have to take it day by day, bit by bit. And you have to remember, as far as in the Hebrew culture, these laws were instilled to these kids from day one. As you read in Deuteronomy 6, that teach these, impress them upon your children, speak with them whenever they get up, when you go to bed, when you walk along the road. It's a 24/7 thing. So for the parents that are studying, take your time. For the new people that are coming in, take your time. A lot of them are basic. Don't work on holidays. Don't do anything that's going to harm your fellow man. Love God, love your brother, obey feast days, and the rest of it's just memory. But it's kind of something that I've had on my heart. I've still got some more videos that I want to make about this as well. But whenever you get into following Torah, like I said, I don't even remember where I got this from as far as what website it was. Oh, I'm sorry. It says www.hisglory.us, and it's the 613 laws of the Old Testament called the Mitzvot, which is basically deeds. So, like I said, since I've been reading it, at first I was just overwhelmed. I thought there's no way that I can do this, but now that I look at it, it becomes a joy to sit down every day and think, okay, I'm going to try to learn just one more, and how am I going to apply this? So, yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Shalom.